If you're reading this book, I must be dead. Alright, we have arrived at the scenic location. Hopefully the helicopter that I had to wait 10 minutes to go away for does not return. I will just dive right into it and open up the box. There should be 6 paperbacks of MAELIN in here, and I am so excited. It may take me a minute to unpack this, bear with me. Shoot. After this, I'm meeting up with my friend Angie. We hung out this morning, got breakfast and coffee, and we are going to go to an escape room. So that shall be fun. It's very sticky, okay? I'm not that weak. I'm actually so strong.
Strong.
Okay, here we go. The excitement never wears off. This is the moment of truth. Are you ready? Wow. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. Look at that. It's so vibrant. I got the glossy cover for this one, same as Nightshade Academy, and I thought that I would have preferred it matte, but I actually really like it glossy. So I've got 6 of these. I'm gonna pull them all out now. MAELIN, MAELIN, 3 more. This is me with my book. Wow. This book was supposed to be just like a short little side project. It turned into something that I absolutely fell in love with. I think it's some of my best work, writing-wise. Oh, I am so excited. I guess I will give the introduction a read. I will just dive right into it then. MAELIN wasn't supposed to exist. After publishing the first book in the Belladonna series, Nightshade Academy, I dove straight into writing the second one, but the idea of this companion novella wouldn't stop pestering me. I eventually accepted that I couldn't not write it, so I put Underground Royalty on hold, and here we are. MAELIN is told through the eyes of Blimmery, my favorite instructor in Nightshade Academy. He's a charismatic guardian in his early 50s, a warm light in the cold forests. However, as the plot unfolds, readers learn that behind his laughter lies a heavy burden. When Blimmery was 22 years old, he wrote a false article for the press about how his fellow guardian MAELIN died. His lingering remorse for doing so compels him to prevent Yashi, an academy trainee who thinks like MAELIN, from suffering the same fate as her. Perhaps you're wondering why I'd write this novella, considering how Nightshade Academy exposes the ending. What more is there to tell? Well, quite a lot, actually. The idea struck me in the summer of 2023, soon before Nightshade Academy's publication. I was tweaking chapter 25, in which Yashi reads about MAELIN in the archives. What if Blimmery did more than write a lie about her death? I wondered. What if he was involved in the events leading up to it? From those questions arose MAELIN, which dives even deeper into Blimmery's past. While the history uncovered in Nightshade Academy is indeed the truth, it's only a morsel of it. The first challenge of writing this book was fleshing out how and why Blimmery gets involved in MAELIN's death. The story underwent multiple iterations before I settled on the version you're about to read. I'm glad I integrated Blimmery's disgraced family and his passion for writing into the central conflict. The next challenge was defining Blimmery and MAELIN's relationship. I knew they would graduate together, but I didn't know how close they should be. My initial plan was to mirror their bond with Yashi and Vels, but after some thought, that choice felt trite. Of course the ending would be tragic if MAELIN died as Blimmery's best friend. I wanted a fresh direction that would require pushing my creative boundaries to land the ending with a solid punch. Would it be more intriguing, I asked myself, if Blimmery was an acquaintance instead of a friend, an outsider looking in, a third wheel, perhaps? The answer was an electrifying yes. I loved the idea of Blimmery caring about MAELIN without being her bestie. And that's where Tig came in. What began as an opportunity to purge a pesky idea out of my system turned into a book that I spent hundreds of hours on over the course of 4 months. I'm talking tears, laughter, and lattes, the full deal. Don't be fooled, MAELIN is not a spin-off, but a tale woven tightly into the Belladonna series. While you don't have to read this novella to understand the main books, or vice versa, I planted Easter eggs and cross-references for the enjoyment of those who do. MAELIN has been loads of fun, but I'm ready to grieve the loss of a story I love and let it go. So, without further ado, I invite you to turn the page and travel 36 years before Nightshade Academy, to when Blimmery was not yet an instructor, but a trainee himself. I'll regroup with you in the acknowledgements. Until then, this story is Blimmery's to tell. I signed off from... Ooh! A bird just pooped on my foot. Yep. That is absolutely repulsive. Then maybe I'll just... Oh, okay, the helicopter's back. I'm just gonna use some bark to scrape it off, I guess. That is disgusting. Everything is spiraling out of control right now. The helicopter, the bird poop on my ankle. I feel like I'm covered in bugs. I prefer nature through a window. I really do. But as I was saying, I wrote that introduction 1 month ago. It was the first time I ever wrote an introduction to a book, and I felt like it was very fitting to kind of explain why I wrote this novella, especially since I theoretically should be putting all of my energy into the second book, which I am now. But I wanted to explain why I took that pause to work on this story. I hope that if you read Nightshade Academy, or even if you didn't read Nightshade Academy, that you'll consider giving this book a read. I will have all of the links in the description. At this point, I think it's just pre-orders right now, but paperbacks will be coming out on the release dates, May 11th, 2024. Sorry for this helicopter. That's quite the shame. Damn it. Why did I... Okay. I said Shane.
Shane. Shane, look at me.
Hey, Shane.
Shane.
Shane. Shane.
Shane. Shane, where's Shane?
Shane.
Shane?
Shane.
Shane.
Shane!
I heard you mention Shane.
Shane is a... Shane! Shane!
Saint's dead. Saint's dead.
I'm gonna read you guys the prelude, which is how the book starts immediately after the introduction. If you're reading this book, I must be dead. If I'm not, I will be soon, because this story exposes what the Force ordered me to cover up. It's the truth about MAELIN Vandross, a girl who graduated from Belladonna Guardian Academy beside me and died 4 years later. I wrote a beautiful lie about her, and I fear that if I don't write the ugly truth to counter it, I'll lose my sense of what actually happened. So despite the risk, and the knowledge that my words may never see the light of day, I bring my pen to the page for my own clarity, and to pay tribute to a noble soul taken too young. My name is Blimmery Outing, and I dug MAELIN's grave. That is the prelude to the story, and after that, we've got 12 chapters. I like to describe this as a comedic comedy.
Very comedically humorous, Joe.
What? Okay, that's not what I meant. A comedic tragedy. It's not that funny. It's not deserving of the comedic comedy level. That's just a full level above it. But it is a comedic tragedy, and it was so much fun to write. I just like the gradual vibe shift that just goes from haha funny to oh no sad. Like I said in the introduction, this was such a fun story to write. One of my favorite things is like the characters who are just pissed off. So they're not trying to be funny, they're just like funny because they're pissed off. That's seriously Tig. I just had fun writing all of the characters. You get to uncover who these people really are at the same time that the characters in the book are kind of realizing like, oh, so-and-so is different than what I thought at first. These are the 6 copies of MAELIN that I have, and they all look solid. As I can see right now, no formatting issues at all. So it is ready for publication. Don't need to go in and make any last-minute emergency tweaks. You guys will be able to order these very, very soon, and check the description because as you're watching this, perhaps you'll already be able to pre-order or order. And also shout out to Julia Rosemary Turk. Her cover reveal was just launched today as I was filming this. If you want to stay up to date on my books and the other books at Lost Island Press, please join the Lost Island Press newsletter. I'll have a link in the description, and if you join, you get a free ebook of Capsule, my sophomore novel, and the helicopter is coming back, so I'm going to close off very quickly now. Thank you for watching, and goodbye!